and my wolf pack, it grew by one. So where there were two of us in the wolf pack. I was alone first in the pack, and then Doug joined in.
Alrighty, here we go, guys. We just finished up last week, the divisional rounds, had some good games. But before we get into that, I kind of want to do a little rant right real quick. If you guys haven't seen, Wisenhunt's been hired by the Tennessee Titans. So we, as Lions fans, are left to the scrap heap, which it looks like right now it's going to be Jim Caldwell. So as you saw my video before, that means that our number one guy went 2-14 his last year at the Colts, got fired, then got the quarterback coach with the Ravens, and then when they fired their offensive coordinator, he took over, won Super Bowl obviously, and then this year they were 30th ranked in offense. So the guy sucks at his job as a coordinator, but we're going to hire him as our head coach. Sounds like a great plan. Sounds like status quo for Detroit. Sucks to say, but seems to be what it is. But you didn't come here to listen to shitty teams. You came here to listen to what we got to say about the teams that are actually worth a damn. So joining us again is my boy, Sean. What's up, man?
Mr. Crowley.
What's happening, Kyle? Back in the pack once again. Good to be here. Divisional round recap time.
That's right. That's right. Let's start off right away. What do you think was the biggest game of the weekend? That not only biggest game, but one of the game that surprised you. What game surprised you this week?
Well, according to everybody except us, the biggest game of the weekend was Denver-San Diego.
Yep.
I guess the biggest surprise to me was how Denver's defense played. Overall, they really pitched a shutout for 3 quarters, I believe it was.
Yeah, I think they had 120 yards going into the fourth quarter or something crazy like that.
Yeah, so that was the biggest surprise to me. The biggest surprise was that no-name Denver defense was able to kind of hold down that San Diego offense that had been playing well basically the second half of the year. So that was my biggest surprise of the weekend.
Yep, I agree. Not only that the Denver defense played well, but that basically that they won. I mean, San Diego was the hottest team going in the playoffs. They won the last 4. They backed in. You know, obviously we know that, but they were playing pretty damn good. They trounced Cincy in the wild card weekend. We all know what Peyton Manning's record is in the playoffs, so I was pretty surprised that it went down like that. But even still, they were close. I mean, they only won by a touchdown after dominating pretty much the whole game. So, yeah, they won and they dominated, but again, they still only won by 7. So, actually, that might have been the biggest surprise, the fact that they dominated for 3 quarters and still barely came up. I thought that onside kick was perfect. That San Diego onside kick, remember that, Sean? That was freaking sweet, wasn't it?
Yep, that was pretty good.
Yep. But so other than that, I think it wasn't as good as wild card weekend when we only had one real blowout. You know, we had a couple blowouts, and really the 2 games that were within a touchdown were really dominations for 3 quarters. So it really wasn't that close of a weekend. I mean, the Patriots won by 21. Andrew Luck looked like crap. LeGarrette Blount was running like a beast. I mean, the Panthers got outclassed. You know, like we said, Seattle was dominating for 3 quarters, and Saints came back at the end. Same with the Broncos, same thing. About the Saints game, dude, what the hell was Colson thinking at the end of that game?
I have no idea what Colson was thinking. When Breeze completes that pass to Colson down the sideline, I think there was something like 8 seconds left.
Mm-hmm.
You're thinking, hey, they're going to get at least one more good shot here. And then Colston decides to throw a pass that's not even remotely close to the lateral. 10-second runoff, game's over. If you're a Saints fan, that's definitely a disappointing way to end your season, I have to tell you.
Especially the way they were, you know, like we said, they came back, you know, after being dominated. All they needed was, you know, obviously they needed 2-point conversion, but they needed a touchdown. It looked like that ball was probably about the 35, 40-yard line, so it's not like it would have been that crazy of a Hail Mary. You know, and he caught the ball like 2 yards from the sideline. You would have thought he was just going to step out of bounds, but instead he thought he was Drew Brees. he thought he'd throw it all the way across field. I don't know what he was thinking. But since he is not the player of the week, who would be your player of the week this week?
My player of the week is Marshawn Lynch.
Oh, yeah.
28 carries, 140 yards, 2 TDs, beast mode on display all day. I mean, I think the Saints defense showed up. They threw everything they could at them, but Marshawn Lynch just wears you down. That guy is the true definition of beast mode. It takes multiple tacklers every play to bring him down.
Yep.
And he's not the flashiest guy out there. He's not the fastest guy out there, but he definitely has the most heart out there, and he just wears defenses down. I got to give it to Marshawn Lynch. If I'm having to face Marshawn Lynch and I'm a linebacker, I'm thinking this guy's going to dish out some punishment to us.
Yep.
So I would look forward to playing Marshawn Lynch, and I definitely would want him on my team.
Exactly. And the best part about him, the reason that Lynch deserves everything he gets, because unlike Manning, he plays better in the playoffs than he does. I mean, I know he's a running back, but he seems to show up more when it matters most than, in the regular season. So, and we're not going to go into the games next week, but real quick, I think that's number one for San Francisco. I think that if we stop Lynch and make Wilson beat him, I think that's the key to the game. But we'll go into that more on Friday. My player of the week, if it wasn't Lynch, it's got to be LeGarrette Blount. That dude played amazing. He was New England's version of beast mode. I mean, they couldn't tackle him. He had 4 touchdowns. And that one, man, I know he played for Oregon, but I did not know he had that speed, man. You remember that one? He ran, it was like 50 yards, just ran away from everybody. That surprised me. That was pretty amazing.
Yeah, for a big guy, I think he's around 250 pounds. I mean, once he gets in the open field, people just don't catch him.
Yeah, that was crazy.
What's the most impressive thing about the New England Patriots is it seems like they can reinvent themselves on a weekly basis, and it looks like whatever they're doing, they've been doing for years. I mean, the New England Patriots, kind of a finesse team, throw the ball a lot, slot receiver, just multiple running backs, passing it to the running back out of the backfield quite a bit, and all of a sudden this weekend, they're this powerhouse, grinded out, smash mouth team.
Yep.
So I don't know how Belichick does it, but the fact that they can reinvent themselves on a weekly basis as needed, just unbelievable. Hats off to Belichick. I mean, he truly is a mastermind.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Brady had 25 attempts. That's insane. That was the second lowest, next to Russell Wilson, who only had 18. I mean, he had the same amount of attempts as Cam Newton. Are you kidding me? That's like you said, that's amazing. That's why Belichick is the best coach in the game. I think that's why he'll be a Hall of Famer along with Brady. They are amazing.
He takes a journeyman running back, basically a throwaway running back, reinvents him as the next Tony Dorsett.
Yep. And 3 of their top 4 receivers are white. I mean, I'm not trying to have some reverse racism here, but everyone knows receivers usually aren't white, and he has 3 of them. He has Amendola, Colley, and Julian Edelman. That's insane that they can do what they can do, and they don't have Gronk, and they don't have Jailboy there. So, I mean, it's amazing what they can do.
Yeah, and especially when you talk about the wide receivers, you're talking about smaller guys.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a big, lanky, tall receiver. He doesn't have an Anquan Bolden type of receiver. He doesn't have a tall guy like Randy Moss that he had in the past. You're talking little, small receivers. Sometimes that can present challenges too, depending on the defenses you're going up against. But I think the New England Patriots all year long have had to grind it out with these other players. They've been faced with a lot of challenges as far as injuries go, not having Gronk. There's some guys like Will Fork on the defense, but it seems like it doesn't matter what happens, the New England Patriots always have an answer.
Exactly. And the last thing I want to bring up there, I'm a uniform guy. I know it's, usually guys aren't that concerned about uniforms, but damn, dude, you see Carolina's uniforms, that black on black? That shit was nice. I wish the Lions would go black on black. That shit look awesome.
I did see those. Too bad the uniforms look better than the football team.
That is correct. Well, that'll happen when you have Cameron Newton as your quarterback. I don't care what anyone says. So.
Yeah, if you want to go back to my picks, I got to eat a little crow on that. I did go with Cam.
Yep.
Thought the Superman was going to fly. Didn't
Yeah.
work out. That
But-
was kind of that was a bad one, but hey.
Yeah, you win some, you lose some. So as a recap, we both went 2-2. I picked and then
Denver
to lose.
My upset pick is San Diego over the Peyton Mannings. Telling you guys, one and done's. It's gonna be 9
picked,
come Sunday.
What was the other one I picked? I picked oh yeah, I was with you in New Orleans. Yeah, I picked New Orleans to lose or to win. So we both went 2-2. He picked Denver. You know, I picked San Diego, and then he picked Carolina, picked San Francisco. That was our differences. So we went 2-2 in the first prognostications. Not too bad, man.
Yep. So basically, look forward to the end of the week when we make our picks for this upcoming championship weekend.
Yep, and then if it comes up that the Lions hire someone, and you guys want to see a grown man cry on camera, I will probably be more than willing to do that if we hire Caldwell, and that will suck. But anyway, thanks for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the games last week. I hope you enjoyed our recap. Got you, up to date what's going on with the coaches right now. And if you want to have fun, you got to go Lions and
Go Skins.
go Skins. All right, see you guys on Friday.